Hey guys, welcome back. So, as you saw in the last video, we went over the Hello World example, which Jacob went over beautifully. And in this video, we're going to explore the Simple NFT Smart module, in which you'll be able to mint, own, and trade simple NFTs with a name field. So, over to you, Jacob.
Yes, thank you, Niharika, for the intro. We are back at it again for another example. And in this example, we're going to be going over the Simple NFT module like Niharika described. So these videos are going to get progressively more difficult, but that's a good thing because we're going to learn about all the different things we can do with multi-tenancy. So yes, so in this example, we're going to be going over Simple NFT, and so let's dive into this module to actually see how we can interact with it and what it can do. So just like in the Hello World example, we have to set up an account to actually have its own little ecosystem, have its own data. And so we're going to be doing that with the Alice account, like we did in the previous video. So let's actually set up the Alice account. And now we can actually interact with Alice's data and stuff like that to start minting our own NFTs. So this is all really cool. Now, what we're going to do is like I said in the previous video, we can skip this for now and it's there if we need it. But let's actually scroll down to some of the other action cards that are here. Mm-hmm. So what you can do in the Simple NFT example is, you can mint NFTs. And what that means is you can create them. And for those of you that don't know what an NFT is, it's a non-fungible token. So people use this as a store of value. Niharika, I'm sure you could even describe NFTs if you'd like to.
Yeah, sure. So if you've heard about all these new things that people are buying for like a lot of money, for example, last year we had CryptoKitties, and this time we have CryptoPunks, and we have CyberKongs and Cool Cats. So all these are different NFTs, and it's essentially giving people an essence of ownership on the blockchain, and that's where it's truly useful and beneficial. And also new use cases are coming up where if you own an NFT, some kind of content gets unlocked based on the ownership of it. And in a very simple essence, each NFT is going to be very unique. So no two NFTs would ever be the same, and the rarities would differ. Some would be more rare, some would be less rare. And with this smart module, you'll be able to create your own. So yeah, back to you, Jacob.
Yeah, great explanation from the DeFi expert herself. If you have any other DeFi questions, make sure to ask Niharika in the Discord. So getting back to our example here, so like I was saying, you can mint or create these NFTs. But what we can actually do is, initially the account that can do the minting is the account that set up the instance. And so in this example, Alice is able to mint whenever she wants. But Alice can actually give that ability to other accounts if she'd like to. So let's click on Alice because Alice is the tenant owner in this case. We're going to be dealing with her data. And the recipient is going to be Burball. So we're going to give Burball the ability to mint NFTs. So if we submit this transaction, then we get that beautiful green indicator that we've done well. And we can actually start minting our own NFTs now. So the tenant owner is going to be Alice in this case. The minter, we just gave the ability to Burball, but we could also choose Alice since she has the ability by default. And let's actually mint a NFT to Chen. And so we're going to actually make sure that Chen gets this NFT. So let's name the NFT Niharika. And we're going to mint this NFT and submit it to the blockchain. Cool. So we've now minted our NFT. And so what we can do is we can scroll down a bit more and we can go to the action card that says get NFT IDs. And so all of the IDs are incremented from 0. So the first NFT will have an ID of 0. The second NFT will have an ID of 1 and so on. So we can actually check that, if we use Alice as the tenant owner, and we click on the account, Chen, because we actually minted the NFT to Chen's account, and we click view, then we will see that it returns 0 because Chen has an NFT with ID 0. Now, if we were to go up and we were to mint another NFT, and we were to call this one, Bored Ape. There's Bored Ape is one of the more popular NFTs that are out there. And we were to scroll down again, we would see that, now Chen has 2 NFTs, one with ID 0 and one with ID 1. Now, one of the important things to understand about this example is the multi-tenancy itself. And let's actually explore what would happen if we were to, set up, let's say, Burball to have, Burball's own data and own ecosystem. So if we were to submit this and scroll all the way back down to where we were getting those NFT IDs from, before we saw that Chen under Alice's ecosystem had 2 NFTs. But what happens if we then go to Burball's, data, because we just set up the Burball account? Well, if we click view, you'll see that Chen doesn't own any. And so this is a perfect example of how each of the 2 systems, Alice's system and Burball's system, are completely different and exclusive. So Chen actually owns NFTs over here, but doesn't own NFTs over here. And so that's where the idea of multi-tenancy comes in. And that's why this is super cool. Now, what we can do is the last thing we can do is transfer NFTs. And so, if we wanted to select Alice as the tenant owner, because that's where our NFTs are lying right now. And we, Chen is the signer. So Chen's the one that's actually going to be giving away the NFTs. And let's say the recipient we want to be Damien. What we can put in here is the ID of the NFT. So let's say we want to give away an NFT with ID 1. Then if we submit this transaction, scroll back down to the bottom, make sure that we're under, Alice's data. So we'll go back and click on Alice. Then we can actually see that Chen, we would before had 0 and 1, now only has 0. And Damien, who is the last account, now has the NFT with ID 1 because we just traded it away. So that concludes the Simple NFT module. And thanks again for listening.
This is awesome, Jacob. Thank you. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop by in our Discord and we'll be happy to help you. Bye.